Break time states as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Great place to start for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Fairbairn. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up, predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The Tigers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off play action on first down. On the move and looking deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
We'll send the tight end in motion. From the red zone, it's Fairbairn. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that the rest of this game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive luck.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No. Well, no, he's got him.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
North Carolina, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Using the quick game. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
To the air on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the stakes.
The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far.
Timeout, Clemson.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The hand to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right?
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This is a great play by the defensive back. And I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering the receiver deep down the field. Your back's to the play. And you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Gets it out quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle.
He's going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to throw it again. Swings it out to his running back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
21, North Carolina, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answer. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. He'll do it himself. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense moving forward now.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
To the air on first down. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason That ball got INT.
Looking to scramble. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
On offense, you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate here, backed up deep in your own end, a quick throw on the slant, but the defense right now playing so physical, they're able to jar the ball loose on the incompletion because of the hit against one of the faster players you're going to see in college football.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On third down, he drops the throw.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
takes it on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
It's complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's they'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The Tar Heels want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Oh, they're after him. Snags it inside the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Just keeps slinging it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And on that out route, third down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up fourth and short.
Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on fourth and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on fourth and short. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back on the option, the give. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Under fire. There he goes. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
Well, you know that every single week, this guy's legs are going to be a problem, and the defense just has not had an answer for him. They can't keep him in the pocket. That last play, he's able to get outside, scramble, and go make something happen. And with that last run, he's now eclipsed the 100-yard rushing mark for the game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the right side. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
North Carolina, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Might be changing the route. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Listen, there's a reason why they choose the specialist they put back deep. This guy's got some wheels, does a great job making a big impact on the game, setting the offense up for success.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late, you're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Wants to go up top. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
North Carolina, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring. Turn man, he's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Handoff to the single running back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Makes a man miss. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
I love the aggressive nature on offense here. You're winning this game. A lot of coaches would choose to punt on that 4th down and just go play defense and try to ice this thing, but not them. They're going to try to leave their offense out there. That's the 3rd, 4th down they've been able to convert.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
With the catch, it's Rasmussen. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Makes a connection. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Working that left side now. At midfield, he's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Quarterback adapting. Creates a little space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Dobbs. Sets up the screen. On the move at the 30. Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got him 1st and 10 now inside the 50. On the run, fires downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they can't make the play on third down.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Here we go. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lay.
Unleashes one deep. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets...
Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, looking to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Clemson. And they turn it into a defensive score. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The